Happy Sunday and welcome to Tesla Sundays, your favorite Tesla series here on whole YouTube. And today we are talking S&P 500 inclusion as well as Tesla crypto. So let's roll. Let me give you real quick the full blueprint of this episode. So first we will talk about the Tesla performance of the last 7 days since the last episode of Tesla Sundays. Then we will dive into the stock chart, and then we will talk about the record Model 3 deliveries in Europe. Yes, people thought it's absolutely insane that they can be number one for so long, but now they did it. Then we will talk about the Tesla crypto, and then finally we will talk about the S&P 500 inclusion plus US election. And therefore, like this episode, and let's roll. So Tesla is absolutely on, place where they don't want to go below 400 and on the place where they don't want to go above 420, the magic number. You remember Elon Musk said it so many times, the 420 mark. It seems to stay in focus for a long time. So as you can see here on the 27th of October, we briefly went over 420 and then back to 411. And it was like a back and forth. Obviously Monday was very bad, Tuesday was better. Wednesday was bad, Thursday was better, Friday was bad, so this roller coaster you can see all around the week, obviously. And I think that more importantly is to see that we need to close above 450 or 460 to have a really technical further increase of the Tesla stock. And look at this, since the 14th of October we lost about 11%. Since the all-time high on the 30th of August we lost about 17-18%, which is ridiculous because they just kept on delivering, right? And I think that this is a great chance for all of those people that are not into Tesla yet or thinking they want to buy some stocks. I think now it's a nice time, because you should always buy when others are fearful, because then you get those discounts. You don't want to buy when they are all and everybody is hyping and you get the FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's not the way stock investing works. You don't want to be in this greedy pool of sharks. You want to rather be beside the sheeps. When the sheeps are really scared, you want to buy those stocks, because then you can be very, very handsomely be rewarded. So let's have a look into the chart. And on Friday we had a move of 5.55%. Unfortunately not in the right direction here for Tesla shares, as it went negative, right? I mean, this is how the whole week looked like. So we started sideways, then we fall down, and then we went sideways, and then fall down and went sideways, more or less. So those were the moves of the whole week. And you see here nicely that we crossed now, or we danced a little bit with the 200 moving average, which is the red line here. And also we crossed the 50 moving average. So as you can see, these are broken, which obviously gave also a little bit of a bearish signal. If we are zooming out a little bit, okay, what is important here is the RSI level as well. So you can see there's currently the 39 level, which is pretty low. The last time we had this was here in beginning of September. And what it happened then is, it bounced off the 50 and 200 moving line, and then went up, and then we hit the recent high here. And therefore I put here this nice trend chart here where you can see where it's going. So I hope that tomorrow we will have a bounce back, and at some point, maybe with the indicator that we get into the S&P 500. Oh, there will be no indicator. There will be just will Tesla made it to the S&P 500 or not. And if they are doing it, then I think it's possible for the stock to just shoot up.
I think from a technical level, it's important to be higher or close a day over 450, 460, and then we have a really great outbreak opportunity. Now, on the other side, here the last time it did this with the 50 and 200 moving average, it bounced back here off. So I'm quite interested how the Tesla investors are hungry, but it's all depending on two things, guys: the overall market, how it moves, and some news, and obviously if the election goes favorite to Tesla, which would be, I think, rather a Biden win, but let's see. I'm super excited. I will watch it and let you up to date, obviously, as always. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will move now to the next category.
The month of September was absolutely brilliant in Europe for Tesla sales. Why? Because actually they sold about 16,125 Model 3s, which is a brand new record quarter, and I think this is absolutely fantastic. This shows us that the demand is not going down, even though there was months where we sold more vehicles in Europe, but we are still record number one car sales of electric vehicles in Europe. This is even before the Renault Zoe or the VW ID.3, which was, for a long time now showing us that this could be a small competition for Tesla Model 3, but in the end it's not so. They almost sold only half of the cars that Tesla Model 3. And don't forget, guys, Model 3 is already a year-old car, okay? It's not like brand new and everybody wants to buy it. It's just so good and everybody wants to buy it. So, as you can see, a lot of those numbers were achieved also in Germany, for example. So, overall, the car industry seems to picking up a little bit. So, we see more and more economic data from Volkswagen or Mercedes that say, it looks good, the outlook looks better than we expected. So, this will obviously help also Tesla in the last quarter to sell the hell of a record and achieve the 500,000 cars that we want to achieve in sales for the year of 2020. Even though it was a crazy year, even though there was a factory shutdown, I think this will be one of the best quarters that we as Tesla investors, as Tesla fans, just Elon Musk fans can really wish for, because this shows you how innovative this company is and stays. They are staying innovative. Just because of that, they can be so successful. So crypto and Tesla / Elon Musk is nothing that is so far away. Think about it. Big companies like Facebook already introducing their own cryptocurrency. PayPal is buying Bitcoin because they want to offer it into their ecosystem, as well as Square is putting a lot of money into Bitcoin as well. So the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market is growing and growing. Now, why does it mean that Tesla might go into the game? Well, they will have in future a lot of payments to process. Think about the robotaxi networks. Think about some subscriptions. Think about, people want to rent their cars out into the robotaxi fleet and then, get paid and so on and so forth. So maybe it would be a great time to introduce somehow of a Tesla coin. And actually, we know that Elon Musk know a thing or two about Bitcoin and crypto, though he said he don't own any Bitcoin as of his Twitter. And he also, loved the Dogecoin, which I think was a little bit of a humorous joke post that he did. Well, what is not a joke is that there will be a couple of ATMs for Bitcoins in the Gigafactory in Germany. Have a look here on this illustration. As you can see, there will be a couple of ATMs where you can get Bitcoin. So the topic is familiar, but what also should be familiar with you is GSX, and I would like to talk with you about a little bit about GSX. Let's talk about GSX. As you know, this coin is a stable coin, which means that all the assets that Apollo Fintech is putting behind this coins is giving the coin a stability, and on the other side it has all of this growth opportunities, like not only that it will attract so many investors because it's just paying dividend, and you can actually visit the mines and you can actually go and look for yourself that there's a huge team behind this idea, and I think that you just missed something very, very interesting. So in the last couple of weeks, they quietly acquired a new mine. $1.8 billion in worth of assets came behind GSX. What does it mean? Well, not only you know all the benefits by GSX, but you remember those timelines that brings the value of the coin from $0.046, which is almost 5 cents, versus the expected $1 per coin that they want to achieve in assets behind backing the coin. Now, they went into the next step, which means they have the next mine acquired, which then catapulted the coin, just into the double value of the coin. But this is all exciting, but let's close this chapter for a second. Hi, because I want you to know also how to buy GSX, so make sure to go down into the description. There you have, for once, all the information that you need about GSX, and secondly, you have a link that is personalized for this video here, and you will get 5% bonus coins on your purchase. So the final question is really, what are you waiting for? Yo, the important information here for the S&P 500 inclusion is the date, okay? So the last time we got the information that Tesla is not included because they are profoundly overvalued. This is what DataTrack said according to this article that you can see here. But I think that, just to give the dates real quick. First of all, this decision was on the second quarter, which ended in April, May, June, okay? Then we had the July, August, and September months, and the beginning of September we had the decision. So you can expect that from the last months of the Q3, which would be September, we will have November, December, and then maybe beginning of December we should have the decision, if not earlier, because it's always the committee that decides who is going in and who is not. Now, after 5 quarters in the row of profitability and better numbers and just showing how great this company is growing, I think the arguments not putting Tesla into the S&P 500 would be ridiculous, okay? So I think this is important, and I think maybe also, the committee don't have any specific dates where they meet, so they can meet maybe also in November and decide that S&P 500 will get Tesla into the index. Why this is so important? Because the index is bought by so many big money from Asia, big money from hedge funds, big money from ETFs, so this is so important to have Tesla there, because this will shoot up the stock further. This will be a catalyst for further gains on the Tesla stock. And also I want to dive in real quick into the US election that is just in front of us, and I think that it doesn't matter really who wins, because it will be either Trump or Biden. There will be no surprises, I'm guaranteeing you this. The people are saying that the Democrats have the better, sustainable, friendly package that would support Tesla better. So if you think the Biden presidency would be better for Tesla stock, it seems so, okay? It would give maybe the stock a little bit of a bigger push than general after the election, in which the stocks go and gain a little bit, okay? So let's see, and thank you very much for watching.